You are listening to Unstoppable Actors, the essential podcast for ambitious, unknown actors with me, Louise, the artistic director of Standby Method Acting Studio. And for the last 13 years, I've been taking unknown actors with blank CVs all the way to Netflix dramas, Amazon Prime films, TV soaps and stage plays around the world. And every week I'll be talking with you and sharing how you can become a paid working unstoppable actor, because you 1000% can. An acting career is doable. Are you ready to dive into the episode? Hello and welcome back to the podcast. The dreaded tonsillitis blurgate is still here. It's not disappeared, so I'm still going to sound really tired. I do apologise, but it is really important to me that I share these lessons with you because I want you to succeed. In today's episode, I am very, very, very excited to jump into the 3 ways you can stand out when all other actors are after the same thing, because I think you'll find it really useful. And I know it's going to ease up some of the worries about just how many actors there are out there, all going after similar roles and, all going after similar agents and all going after similar auditions. I did do a podcast on the competition, and if the competition worries you, then how you can approach that. I did that the other week, which is similar to this in some respects, but I'm hitting this one from a different angle today. Before I do, have you got your place inside the Method Actor Circle? And if not, why not? This is the place for new actors like you to develop the skills you need to turn auditions into paying roles. And it is also the place to be shown how to make deeper connections to your scenes, to your characters, to the emotions. So your acting isn't surface level and instead gets you to stand out. It's worth over £185 a month, all the content inside it, all the classes, the audition classes, the character development classes, the business classes, but you can get a place for £27 per month. So definitely go and check that out. The link is under the podcast. I think we get too caught up in thinking about other actors and just how many there are, and it really doesn't serve us. And I'm going to say something that might be a bit of an unpopular opinion, but I believe it comes from low self-esteem, and there's absolutely nothing wrong in that. There's nothing wrong in having low self-esteem. Because when something appears to be scarce, like acting jobs, like places at auditions, it can definitely pave the way for the thoughts of, am I actually good enough to surface? But those kind of thoughts are not going to serve you. So with them, you need to accept them and just be really cool and casual about it. Like, oh, hi, it's you again. And then challenge it. But that isn't one of the 3 ways to stand out when all actors are after the same thing. I just wanted to bring that up because obviously, I've coached actors for 13 years and my acting students are very open and transparent with me and they're honest. And they tell me, sometimes I wonder if I am good enough. And it definitely comes from scarcity, and we don't want you thinking in terms of scarcity. So there are 3 things then. And the 3 things are to get you to stand out when all the actors are after the same thing is your USP, your work ethic, and your craft. So let's dive into them into a bit more detail. So your USP, what is it then? It's what are your unique selling points? What makes you one of a kind? What makes you stand out? And there could be lots of things. It doesn't just have to be one thing, but so many actors get caught up and don't actually know what their USPs are. And they question them and they struggle and their mind goes blank. FYI, I am delivering a bonus class inside the Method Actor Circle that's going to get you super clear and give you the help you need to find your unique selling points, which is going to make all the difference to your acting career. So if you're one of those actors whose mind goes blank when it comes to USPs, or you have no idea what they are or you question them, definitely come and join, because this class alone is worth its weight in gold and will really help you. But if you want to stand out from all the other actors when we're all going for the same things or similar things, you've got to get clear on your unique selling points, because that's the thing that's going to stop you getting overlooked. It's going to be the thing that makes you stand out. It's going to be the thing that gets you to have a place in the industry. Like, oh, I can see where this actress fits into the industry. I can see that there's a market for her or for him. So it's super crucial that you get your unique selling points down. The second thing is your work ethic. So what is yours? What is your work ethic? An insane work ethic, again, will make you stand out. And what I mean by that is not being a busy fool. And a busy fool is getting busy doing not very much and not getting very far. I mean getting focused and busy, where you're actually moving forwards and you're creating momentum. When you have an unrivaled work ethic, you'll take much more action to achieve your goals. So if I give you an example, Taraji P. Henson, who's an American actress, said she went up to Hollywood. She's not from there, but she moved there, armed up, knowing she's was going to hear no after no after no after no. Now, without an insane work ethic, she wouldn't have worked her way through those no's to get to the yeses that she got to. She would have been defeated and probably ended up going back home. But that insane work ethic and that focus and that drive and that vision got her to where she wanted to be. So in sales, there's a term that says every no is one step closer to a yes. And that's what you've got to remind yourself when the no's are coming in thick and fast. But I'd also like to take it one step further and say, it's what you do when you hear that no that determines whether you'll continue working at your career or not. And it definitely takes a particular mindset and it takes value in yourself. So you need to ask yourself, do I genuinely value myself? And if you don't, there's no shame. That's not a criticism, but you need to do something about that, because if you don't value yourself genuinely, those no's will hit you hard and those no's will keep you in that 9-to-5 job that you don't want to be in. The third part is craft. I talk about this a lot because at Standby we have a saying, the craft first for long-term success. Now, Al Pacino is a legend of a method actor. He's had a career that has spanned for absolute decades. Some of you will know who he is, some of you won't. I definitely encourage you to look him up. But when he was in the early days of starting his career, he said he knew he wanted to be an actor, so there was no use talking about it. He knew he had to get his head down and get good at acting. And you have to too. You have to have that same mindset, because when you're thinking that way, you're valuing yourself. And not only are you valuing yourself, you are valuing the productions you want to be cast in. Directors don't want any old ragtag actor turning up who's cutting corners in their productions. They want people who can give interesting performances. They want people who can connect to the characters on such a deep level. They bring something new to it that even they themselves had not seen these choices the actors had made. And only you can do that when you train and learn the exercises that give you the skills to create an interesting performance that's truthful. And those exercises are method acting exercises. So are you learning them? Are you taking time to learn them, practice them, and get feedback on how you're applying them to your work? So things like animal exercise, one-word improv, rampaging, tell me who you are, I'm a person who, script analysis. That's not an exhaustive list of method acting exercises, by the way, but are you learning these? Because these will make all the difference to your craft and career. And if you're not, and you're not getting that consistent feedback and that guidance, it is highly recommended that you join the Method Actors Circle, because that's where you'll learn these exercises. It's where you're going to get feedback on how you're doing with them. So you've got all those insights into how your performances are coming across, because you can't see that yourself. When you deliver a performance, it might feel good to you, but it might be coming across in a way that feels different to how you're experiencing it. And that's why you need the eyes of an expert method acting coach on your work. So the classes, they take place online inside the Method Actors Circle, and it is an amazing way to learn because it makes your imagination sharper, because you really have to work it as you're in an online environment. You get a recording of all the classes, so if anything doesn't sink in the class itself, you can go back and watch it again till it does. And you also get the opportunity to present audition pieces and get them worked on to make you stand out before you actually do the self-tape. I work on your audition pieces with you. It is a phenomenal place to be, and the actors who are in there are growing in confidence with every single class, and they are getting closer to those big dream roles, and I want the same for you. So accept your place, it's underneath the podcast. And just to summarise again, the 3 things that are going to make you stand out against all other actors who are after the same things are knowing what your unique selling point is, or knowing what they are, because you'll probably have more than one. Getting clear on your work ethic and having an insane work ethic that's going to see you through all the no's, and getting on top of your craft. Your craft is the techniques, tools and exercises that you use. And this is available to you. This is not something that you have to go to outer space to go and get. These things are all available to you. So if you really want to stand out from all other actors, you absolutely can do that. I'll see you in the next episode.
I've absolutely loved hanging out with you, and I really hope you found this episode inspiring. If you have, please do rate the podcast and hit follow so you never miss an episode, and I can help more actors like you. And come and join one of the most supportive, uplifting acting communities on socials, the Unstoppable Actors Facebook group, where you'll get your weekly injection of inspiration, networking, and receive your free Method Actors handbook so you can become an unstoppable actor.